Hey you guys, welcome to your bi-weekly love reading. This is for Gemini Sun, Moon, or Rising for the weeks of April 16th through the 30th, 2019. So I have already shuffled and cut the cards. Let's go ahead and begin here. I want to thank you guys for liking, sharing, and subscribing to my channel. I ask that you all please continue to do so. Remember, these are general readings, so they may or may not resonate. But hopefully they give you some clarity here. Okay, so central issue, heart of the matter here. We have the Devil, Eight of Wands, the Five of Pentacles, we have the Ten of Swords, the Magician, the Five of Wands, the Eight of Pentacles, and the Six of Cups. I'm seeing here, I'm seeing a reconciliation. Those of you that have felt ignored, rejected, let down, I feel like your faith is going to be restored. I do see some sort of reconciliation. I feel like you're going to hear from someone who you have not heard from. And when it happens, it's going to come very unexpectedly, very sudden. I also feel that I feel like something's going on. There is an intense connection going on between two people. You guys have a lot of chemistry. It has the tendency to become very obsessive. It can take advantage of you. I feel too like there is someone that you're having a karmic tie to, or a karmic bond. Now, this can go one of two ways here. So I almost feel like some of you got rid of something that was unhealthy or toxic. You got rid of it, you let it go. You fought your inner demons, or you fought whatever this was. But somehow it gets reactivated. Something's getting reactivated. Something that you had let go of is coming back. And it comes back with a vengeance. Comes back very intense. What I'm getting is not the toxic part. It could be for some of you. Remember, it's going to be different for everybody. What I'm getting though is, let's say for instance, you are connecting with someone, but you guys aren't talking. You just feel each other's energies. And I feel like what is happening is that you guys are trying so hard not to talk to this person, not to connect with this person. And the more you try to suppress these thoughts and feelings, you think you have it under control, something gets triggered and you go nuts. All of a sudden, the both of you are intensely drawn towards one another, and all of a sudden you're making plans to go see each other. I don't know what this forbidden energy is. It depends on your situation. For some of you, it's religious factors. For some of you, it is dealing with betrayal of family members, or a trusted friendship. So it's like this is considered being disloyal to people that are close to you. Some of you, this intense attraction is because you guys are of a different race and people just would not approve that are close to you. So friends or family may not approve of you dating outside of your race. In fact, they hate it. Others of you, this is because, what do you call it? Well, I mean, because it could be an affair. Someone is supposed to be in a commitment, and yet they can't control their lust for you or you them. I feel like something is getting summoned. Something that was supposed to be laid to rest here, and it gets summoned. But I feel like it was intentionally summoned. I feel like this is intentional. Someone uses their powers of manifestation, their powers of sorcery, their power of thought to resurrect something from the dead. And I just kind of feel like it's erupting. It comes back, and it very, like you thought the attraction was intense before, now is overflowing. It's like almost to the point where more than you can manage. And there's a need for you to sort some things out. There's a need for you to get control of the situation. I feel like you are having to say, hey, let's slow this down. This is happening way too fast. This can also be, if you want to look at it in regards to career, it's almost like overnight success. All of a sudden, you go from being unheard of to exploding into massive fame or stardom. It's like 1 minute you were a nobody, and I don't mean to put it like that, but it's like 1 minute you're a nobody, and then all of a sudden now you're busy. Everybody wants to work with you. Everybody wants to order something from you, whether it's a product or service. It's like business is booming. And there's a need for you to kind of gain control over it. You're like, okay, let's slow down. Let me schedule. Let me put some order to this. Okay, so I need to kind of get things in order here. I don't have enough supplies to create this product. Let me, have to start turning down orders, or tell people that it's going to have to, they're going to have to wait in a month in advance, or they can pay in a month in advance, but they got to wait. So something is probably going on back order. Or maybe this is happening to you. All of a sudden, nobody paid attention to something that you were into. Now, all of a sudden, everybody wants it, and something becomes a hot commodity. Is basically what I'm feeling. I'm feeling like someone becomes a hot commodity, and you're getting booked for stuff, especially too if you're an entertainer. Like I'm just kind of seeing you looking out at a crowd, and you're entertaining people, and a fight breaking out at a concert, or people fighting to sign with you, record labels, or if it's acting, different studios are wanting to work with you. If you're a writer, it's like everybody wants to buy your scripts. It's a bidding war. So people are fighting over you. You're a hot commodity, basically, business-wise. But romantically, or when I was talking about the love situation, Someone from the past, you know, they're coming back. They've been thinking about, you guys have both been thinking about each other, and you're like, look, I remember you. I feel like someone is being very nostalgic and thinking about the past, and maybe someone has been writing or composing a song, composing a letter, an email, a text, a DM, whatever the case. I feel like someone has been channeling their passion for you, or you them, and you're getting ready to share it. You guys are you're getting ready to make some sort of love connection. You guys are opening up. Someone is drowning in love. I also feel like this energy will be transformed. I see a transformation taking place. Like something just needs a little work. Something just needs a little patience. I'm seeing something being sculpted. I'm seeing a relationship taking form, being sculpted, being chiseled, detailed. I'm also seeing this happen with the physical body. Some of you have been struggling with your weight. Just heard a tap on my window. That was weird. Some of you have been struggling with your weight, and maybe you let something consume you. You let bad habits consume you. Maybe you just went nuts eating junk food, chips, sweets. Maybe you found out that you're diabetic and it changed your life. I just saw 11:44 on my timer, but it's like something happened and you decide to take control of your physical body. You're like, I'm not allowing this darkness to consume me, or this heaviness. I'm unhappy. And so you kind of just take control of the situation and start working on yourself. Some of you too could be going through some sort of bad breakup or, depression. And you're like, I don't want this depression to consume me. So you take all of that energy and just start focusing on your physical health, your body. And you're like, I'm going to prepare myself for my next soulmate. And you do have that soulmate coming in. Now also, for some of you, you've been knowing this person for all your life, or you've known them from the past, like you're familiar with this energy. So I don't feel like it's new energy. Please don't get upset and say, I don't want my ex back. I'm not always talking about an ex. Six of Cups just means that you know who it is. Maybe you met this person, you've talked with this person, you've worked with this person went to your church. I don't care. It's like you know them. They're not a complete stranger. Now we got the Tower coming out. Definitely some sort of change is happening with you guys. The Page of Pentacles. The Knight of Wands. Death. And Three of Swords. Wow. Some of you, it is an ex coming back. I feel like overall your life is getting ready to shift or changed. Like your life is like nothing is going to be the same anymore. I feel like there's an undergoing transformation here. You could be getting ready to change, to leave your job, and this new path that you're on, it just changes your life forever. You could receive news that changes your life forever. I'm seeing someone coming towards you and they're like telling you something and you're like, my life has been changed forever by this. I feel like something, for some of you, something comes to an end. It's like shattering. I don't want to scare you guys, but there is something shattering. Now, those of you that are familiar with my readings, whenever I see death cards, you know I'm not predicting a future death. I don't predict deaths. So if I'm talking about the death of someone who has passed, this person has already transitioned by the time you view this video. Now, speaking of the past, I feel like there is a message from someone who possibly died of an overdose. And they could be visiting you or trying to channel you, or, you know, they're trying to communicate with you. Someone from your past that has already crossed over. And I feel like they were consumed with their addiction or illness. Even if it wasn't an addiction, like I said, it could be an illness. Something took over their body, it consumed it. But they're basically just saying that their energy is still here. Their body is just, you know, that was a shell. The body is a shell here, but their energy is still around. If you feel like you don't know who this energy is, if you feel like you've been haunted by any type of spirit or energy, you may want to find out a way to help them cross over. I've given this advice before, but it's the only thing that I know what to do. You can take a candle and, you know, kind of say a little prayer over it, and put the intentions into that candle for this. May this light lead this spirit out of my home, or help them find their way home. You put your intention in that candle and you leave it burning by a window. So it should be a small candle, something that can burn out overnight. And leave it by that window. Hopefully, you know, that is something that will guide their spirit out from your home. And that did seem to do the trick with me one time when I had like a troubled child spirit in my home. Like, I felt like I already had an energy in my home, but this energy took over. Like, it really was like, my lights always blinked. I don't know what spirit or energy was in my home at one point that was always flickering my lights whenever one of my boyfriends, it was like warning me something about them. But this particular energy went nuts. Like, it kept like, it was like, oh, that's how you get her attention. Bloop, 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 bloop. And it just kept like turning my lights on and off, on and off, on and off. And so even like after I changed the light bulb, I'm like, okay, nope, this is not normal. And so when I did that thing that I just told you about with the candle, it stopped. So unfortunately, you guys, I'm seeing either a sudden job change or a sudden physical transformation, which is good because it could be, you know, gaining muscle or losing weight, especially if someone sees you again. They're like, you look completely different. So it could just be positive in regards to a weight transformation, or also you could be going through some sort of spiritual changes. Now also someone might be so intensely attracted to you that they're driven by passion to leave whoever they're with. They're like, this person inspires me, they motivate me. I don't know what this person is doing to me, but I feel like I can't be with them anymore. I've been in a dead-end relationship. I've been in something that is no longer sustainable, and I just got to be with you. Or that might be what you are saying or doing or feeling. Like being so driven by this intense connection that it drives you to suddenly up and leave whoever you were with. It's like, hey, forget about the 8 years we just put into this relationship. Like, somebody woke me up immediately. I've got to go. So if that's happening to you, I know you won't like that, but someone is definitely being driven by passion. Let me look at the Tower really quickly. I could really go on and on. I feel like this is one of my channeling days where the messages won't stop, but I have to stop them. I'm also seeing something with a literal storm. There may be an evacuation, so be prepared. I'm seeing some sort of warning. And those of you that are conspiracy theorists, I do feel like this is man-made weather, something that is manufactured. It is unnatural. I'm seeing a possibility of someone losing their power or their lights being shut out. Now, financially be careful too, because it's like maybe you're waiting for some money to come in and you have to risk getting something shut off, like the cable or utilities or a cell phone. So financially be careful. The money's coming, but it's like it comes a little too late, but it'll be restored. So if your power is out, I feel like it's going to be restored. I'm also seeing someone tour the Leaning Tower. I don't know if someone's going on a tour. Speaking of restoration, I'm seeing a relationship being restored, and maybe even someone using sorcery to restore a relationship. Someone is looking down and saying, I could fix this. And you might be the sorcerer. You might be doing this for other people. Like, you have a gift to bring people back. So people are coming to you because you have a reputation of restoring love for people, restoring relationships, bringing back people's soulmates and true loves, people who are truly meant to be together, who have been separated by some sort of temporary false, dark witchcraft. And it's like someone knows how to break that energy, that spell, that curse, whatever. So you might be someone who is able to restore relationships for people. Or you could be doing this on your own for yourself, fixing some. I see somebody fixing something, and then outside of relationships, somebody may be fixing, like restoring, damages to a home, especially caused by a storm or caused by like some sort of hate crime. Someone is having to go, take down some sort of graffiti or something like that. I'm seeing that being removed. Something else I was getting ready to say in regards to I'm seeing also someone who is able to send telepathic messages to the other person. Like, let's say for instance, it took you a long time to stop thinking about somebody and to let somebody go. And then all of a sudden you feel like attacked by it, just kind of like attacked by their thoughts. And it's just like, what the hell? Just like out of the blue, you can't stop thinking about this person. If you're a guy, you might be jerking off to the girl's picture. Just like, it's like insane. You're like, what the hell? I thought I had moved on. I had got over this person. Now all of a sudden, why am I thinking about this person again? I almost feel like someone cast a thought to you that made you kind of start thinking about this person. So it, like I said, it's resurrecting basically. See, and I'm seeing too, like someone coming and communicating through dreams and sending you all these secret or hidden messages, and you're like, why am I dreaming about them so much? What does this all mean? You know, and then you get all discombobulated and can't think straight. Yeah, because just like you're all in love and crazy again. Yeah, something that was ended is being reawakened. You guys, I didn't even get to clarify everything, but I gotta go. I hope that resonated. I hope it makes sense. Please feel free to leave your comments. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Many blessings to you.